Alright, you see this fucking clown right here? You see this fucking barcode looking motherfucker right here? You wanna know who this guy is? This is the Greek Brandon guy who follows me in GTA 5. I got my Shawnese in GTA 4 follow me, and I got this fucking clown follow me in GTA 5. Are you gonna expose me? Oh, please do! Please do! Please do, motherfucker, please do! Please do, and I'm gonna show every single fucking thing you did when I was still streaming in Greek and you were fucking sucking my dick and you were begging for me to be your fucking friend and shit, and how you fucking sat there and fucking went to girl streamers and shit like I want a fucking doggy style, please learn Greek cause my fucking bitch ass can't fucking understand English. My turn, motherfucker, no matter how many kills you get on me, I don't give a fuck. I don't even care about GTA 5. I stopped playing this fucking game, and I hop in once in a while, and you fucking change your name every fucking time just to fucking sit here and fucking, stalk me and get kills on me. Bro, you're a loser. You're a loser. Go ahead, make a fucking video. Make a fucking video. I'm gonna expose you, fucking retard.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? What kind of bullshit is this?
You're just a cuckold, okay?
Yo, what's up everybody? Noah here, and today I got a brand new video for you guys. Today, unfortunately, we'll have to do another exposed video. Today's video is about the Greek Brandon guy, or as some other people know him as Alvanozer. Who is this clown? Well, it's another Greek loser fanboy who's literally obsessed with me and watches every single stream of mine and watches it from beginning to end just so he knows what really happened on that stream. I kid you not, this is not exaggeration, this is the truth. And I will have evidence for all of that in the video. Now, I'm going to say something real quick. When it comes to gameplay, if you expect to see, gameplay of me destroying this guy, there is not going to be any. I already have a couple of videos on this clown, on this absolute pathetic excuse of a human being on my channel. All I'm going to do is just change the title, have a link in the description, and if you really want to see me destroy this clown, just go and watch it. I'm not going to put any gameplay into this video, primarily because it's an exposed video, but also because I'm too old, too tired, and too lazy for this shit. If you think I'm going to go into every single individual stream that I did back in GTA 5 and try to find all the kills that I have on this guy, you're deeply mistaken, my guy. I ain't got time for this shit. This game is old as fuck. It's 11 and a half years old. It's gonna be 12 years old this September. You think I got the time or the mood or the fucking patience for this? Hell no. Especially for a clown like this, ain't even worth it. Once you see some of my videos about this clown and what I'm about to show you, you will quickly realize that not only this guy's trash at this game, but he's the biggest weirdo, sick, and complete clown in this community. Now, one thing I will say about his gameplay is that it's the most pure cancer, okay? That's the one, those are the two words that can describe his gameplay. Pure cancer. All he does is abuse gay shit in the game, hide in glitch spots, abuse the ghost or off radar abilities, basically always hide off the radar and fight you like that. And he will never and ever fight you face to face by himself. He will always fight you when you're either fighting other people or when he has some other people to help him. This guy is basically a bitch. And that's what he is. He doesn't know how to play this game. He sucks at it. But you want to know what's the funny thing? He plays this game every day and cares about it so much, yet he sucks huge cock. How the hell did you manage to do that? Like, imagine playing this game every fucking day, caring about it so much that you change your name every fucking time you want to join my lobby, which is, in case you don't know, if you want to change your name on PlayStation, it's 10 euros, okay? It's 10 euros, and 5 if you have PlayStation Plus. Well, of course, we all know that with the accounts that he joins me, he doesn't have PlayStation Plus, so he's spending 10 euros every time to change his name, to join my lobbies and go, quote unquote, unnoticed. Yeah, if that doesn't tell you how mentally insane this guy is, I don't know what will. Oh well, actually, I know. And I got a lot to show you. But yeah, basically this guy spent hundreds of euros changing his name just to join me and hoping that I will not figure out that it's him. But he's so stupid that he doesn't realize that he plays in such a shitty and pathetic and miserable way that I instantly recognize it's him because nobody else plays this the way he does. Nobody is this big of a bitch like he is. He's the biggest clown, the biggest loser, and the biggest puss in this game, and you can tell by his gameplay. When you get close to him and he has no support and has nowhere to hide, he just hops into an RC tank or just goes into, blows himself up, sits in delay spawn, or just teleports to a facility or apartment or something like that. He can't fight you by himself. And the reason why is because, well, when he did try to fight me by himself, he got completely destroyed and he realized that he cannot fight like a man. He needs to fight like a bitch. That's why, like you saw in the 2 shitty shorts that he posted, all of his kills are cheap kills where he's either an oppressor or off-raider or ghost organization, which is basically both the same thing. He's not visible on the radar. Or sniping me when I'm fighting other people from the other side of the airport. Basically playing like a complete bitch because he knows that he can't fight me face to face. And when he did get a few kills face to face, it was purely out of luck. It was purely out of luck. But anyway, that's all I have to say about gameplay. Now, let's get into the hot shit, okay? So, this guy right here. First of all, let's start with the funny thing that he says in these titles. He's calling me a failed YouTuber. Look, my guy, I don't know about you. Maybe you have dementia. Maybe you're a complete fucking buffoon. Or maybe, just maybe, you're terrible at lying that you forget that you were the same fucking moron who basically admitted on my own stream that not only you are a fanboy, but that you're basically a guy who's inspired from me and wants to be just like me. You don't believe me? Well, maybe this clip will refresh your memory. And don't you worry, guys, I will have translation to the side.
Απλά μου δίνεται ταυτόχρονα μια έμπνευση στο θα ήθελα να φτιάξω κι εγώ ένα κανάλι.
Oh boy, will you look at that? Will you look at that? This guy who claims that I'm a failed YouTuber was right there admitting on my stream that I was a inspiration for him and that he wants to create a channel and post the same type of content that I do, which is basically back in the day, free mode content, just destroying tryhards. Oh boy, that don't look good for you, huh? And don't come at me with the bullshit excuse of, oh, that was 5 years ago, I've changed and I'm no longer the same. No, you're the same fucking loser. You haven't changed one bit, and that's why you're still on my streams, all my goddamn lobbies, not only following me from lobby to lobby, but watching every single stream from beginning to end, just so you know what was said on that stream. And if you think I'm exaggerating, I'm going to show you another clip where he just admits that he watched it from beginning to end. Now, of course, he was referring to a specific stream, but we all know that this guy watches every single stream from beginning to end, and I'm gonna provide further evidence later in the video. But yeah, here's an interesting clip where he admitted that he watched a stream when we had a beef with a couple of other Greek morons from beginning to end.
Λέω, παιδιά, μπράβο που τους ξεκολλιάσατε.
Δάχτυλο.
Ναι. Και μπαίνει τώρα ο Μπάρμπας ο Σίμος. Από τα βριστικά και αυτά νομίζω είχε πειραχθεί, δεν θυμάμαι, παιδιά. Εγώ σαν τρίτο άτομο σας έκατσα και σας είδα προσωπικά μέχρι τέλους.
Oh boy, it don't look good for you, my son. How bad looking for you. Oh boy, you claim I'm a goddamn loser and a failed YouTuber, but you watched me from beginning till end. And let me repeat myself real quick. Don't come at me with the bullshit excuse of, oh, that was old me, I no longer do that. You still are on my streams. If I'm a failed YouTuber, you wouldn't even show up in my streams, let alone make yourself known. But you're that fucking stupid that not only you have to show me that you're there, but you also show me that you can move on with your life. And there, there is the answer to your question. I remember when you asked me, why don't you just ban me from the channel? My son, I am playing not 4D, but 5D chess over here. I knew this moment would come, because we know that you're an obsessed loser, a complete weirdo who cannot move on with his life, and is obsessed over me destroying him on an old ass game all these years ago. So I was not banning you for this exact reason. So you can prove to everyone that not only you're still showing up on my streams, but you're still a fucking fanboy watching the streams. Now you got your answer, but you might say, God damn, man, it can't get worse for this fucking clown, right, fellas? Well, unfortunately, it gets worse for this clown. Well, how bad does it get? It gets so bad that this is the same fucking loser who admits in the following clip that he's scared of playing 1v1s and losing on a video game because he doesn't want to get uploaded on YouTube. Like the whole RIP exposed video, it's his weakness. It's the thing that scares him the most and basically makes him not sleep at night. And I ain't even the worst part. There is even worse shit coming. But here, watch the clip and judge for yourselves.
Κατάλαβες.
Και εγώ θέλω
Γι' αυτό.
προσωπικά να μάθω να παίζω ένα καλό αντρίκιο 2-1-2-1, όχι μαλακίες τώρα. Ναι, γιατί το έχω κι εγώ αυτό την αδυναμία, το κόμπλεξ. Το φόβο, ξέρω εγώ.
Πάμε το 1-1.
Ποιο φόβο, ότι θα χάσει ένα game.
Ναι.
Αρχίδες.
Έλα σου πω.
Γιατί καταλαβαίνω, όχι γιατί
Άρα
φοβάμαι
ακριβώς
πιο
το
πολύ,
θέλω,
αλλά
είχα.
και από την άλλη ένα βίντεο είναι ένα game και αυτά τα expose και αυτά ρε φίλε ρεζίλη. Εγώ θέλα και εγώ να είμαι μέρος
Λοιπόν, άκου να σου πω.
Yep, this is the same guy who calls me a loser, immature, toxic, and all kinds of fucking names. But this is the shit that he admits. This is the shit that he confessed on my stream. And that was 5 years ago. The game was 7 years old. Most people already stopped caring about GTA 5, but not this clown. He still cared about it. But he has the audacity to go and call other people losers when he admits that, oh, I'm scared to die on a video game. I'm scared to play 1v1 because I might lose and somebody might post me on YouTube and ridicule me for losing a 1v1 on a already 7-year-old game. Yeah, name a single adult, a mature adult who would say shit like that. Exactly. There is no mature adult who would say shit like that. The only ones who would say that are actual losers like yourself, who are obsessed over the game and care about it to the point where they can't even play or fathom the fact that if they lose, they might get uploaded. That explains why you play the way you play. That explains why you play like a bitch, constantly hiding, constantly getting cheap kills and using cheap tactics to get kills. Because you know that if somebody who's better than you will be up on you and upload you, this will hurt your pussy feelings, right? This will get under your skin to the point where you just can't sleep. And it will be on your head probably for the rest of your life. Now wonder why half a decade later, I'm still living rent-free in your head. I'm still your goddamn priority. I'm still there in your head. And you're always wondering, when is Noah gonna hop into GTA 5 so I can stalk him and try to get my kills back on him? You're a complete failure, a complete loser who just projects so hard it's actually laughable. You calling people losers, yet you behave like one. You call people immature, yet you are the immature. You call people all kinds of names like, oh, this guy is a goddamn fucking failure. He plays the game all day, but this is exactly what you do. And not only you're a failure of a human being, but you're a failure of a fucking tryhard in GT 5 as well. Like, all of this shit you say is nothing but projection. And it's so hilarious to see you act this almighty and, holier than thou when there's so many clips of you being a complete weirdo, getting completely destroyed. And not only that, just humiliating and exposing yourself like a clown. I warned you that if you bother with me and you decide to make a video, I will respond back and I will actually expose you. Maybe, just maybe, I start to believe it. You might have a humiliation kink. You love getting humiliated. You love getting shitted on. You love the negative attention because probably you don't get any attention from any other place. And that's why you behave like a loser and you do the shit that you do, knowing damn well there's plenty of clips of you being a complete fucking buffoon and basically a whole hypocrite and a flip-flopper. The only logical explanation is what I just said. You just love getting humiliated and you don't care whether the attention is negative or positive. You want attention because nobody else gives you any attention whatsoever. No wonder why every single fucking group that you were hanging out with that weren't as bad as you decide to distance themselves from you. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Most people who are not as weird as you would not want to be around you because who the fuck likes to be around a weirdo who does all of this shit over a video game? Now, I also want to talk about how this guy is basically again admitting that even he knows he behaves like a complete fucking retard. And here's a clip of him, well, basically admitting just that.
Παίζω online από το 18, είμαι καινούριο αίμα. The new blood of GTA, όπως σας είχα γράψει στο πρώτο μήνυμα και γελάγατε. Και εμένα το δικό μου στυλ είναι να πολεμάω κι εγώ free mode και deathmatch. Να είμαι κυνηγός όπως εσείς. Γι' αυτό λέω ότι έχουμε κάτι κοινά και ταιριάζουμε. Εντάξει. Απλά φέρθηκα λίγο, όχι λίγο, φέρθηκα βλάκας που ασχολήθηκα πολύ μαζί σας. Το διακόπτω μέχρι εδώ.
Boy, it just keeps getting more and more hilarious, isn't it? Yep, there you go. Guy's gonna call me a retard, immature, but there he is, admitting himself that, yeah, I do understand that I behave like a retard. He understands that his behavior is completely immature, but he still has the audacity to talk about me. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Couldn't be me. I could have never been this dumb. Thank God God blessed me with common sense, and thank God I'm not anything like you. I cannot imagine myself being as dumb as you, doing all of this clown shit and then thinking that I have the high ground and the moral fucking right to talk about other people being retards when you are the biggest retard of all. Of all. Now, let's move on to another topic. Let's move on to the topic that this guy is desperate for clout. He really wants to make a name for himself, but instead of being original, instead of actually doing, I guess you can say, the work for himself, he wants to get popular by clout chasing off of other people. Here's a little clip of him, well, basically admitting being a goddamn clout chaser and that he wants to chase people like Arson Y and some I Go Crazy and all these other people because they're popular, and he gets mad that there is nobody like him or nobody in our country that is also popular, just like the other foreign YouTubers. Enjoy.
Δεν κατάλαβα γιατί να είναι δημοφιλής ο πουτάνας γιος, ο Μότμους, ο Σκόβιου, ο Αρσίν, αυτά τα μουνιά θέλω να κυνηγήσω και να τους σκοτώσω και να τους κάνω ξεφτύλα. Ο Πούτχε, ο Go Crazy, γιατί αυτοί να βγουν?
Yeah, man, he wants to kill all these pussy ass goddamn foreign YouTubers. Why the fuck are they popular? Maybe they're popular because, first of all, they're actually good at the game. Number two, they know how to speak English properly, unlike you. And number three, although some of them are weirdos, they're not as bad as you, to the point where they're getting humiliated to an insanely huge degree. And another reason why they're popular is because, unlike you, they don't do the shit that you do, which is stalk other creators or other people and try to get clout out of them. These people actually try to do something of their own. Basically, they're doing their own thing instead of just, oh, let's see who's popular and let's go stalk them and try kill them and post them for free clout. Yeah, this guy, I remember he was commenting on someone else's video. Now, of course, he's the typical loser who deletes his comments because, you know, that's what a very mature adult who has a life does. He goes and deletes his comments on YouTube because he doesn't want to get exposed. Anyway, He said the following, that he stalks other smaller GTA YouTubers who play free mode. They're not as big as, for example, Austin Wild, I Go Crazy or Putter, or any of these other YouTubers, or I Scoped You. So he stalked them and tries to get into their lobbies and kill them because, hey, that's how he's gonna grow his channel. Because the way he plays and the way he acts and the way he talks, actually he doesn't even talk, but you heard him. You get what I'm saying. You heard how he's talking. Yeah, it's not entertaining, it's not cool, and it's not something that most people would want to watch. Like, who the fuck wants to hear you talk in this broken English and barely even make any sense out of it? And if you think I'm exaggerating, well, let me show you some really cool clips of him speaking English.
Noobs, I'm gonna kill all of you. I live in London, the Stamford Bridge of Chelsea Stadium. Come here, or I find you. 1 versus 1 now, bitch. Say yes to fucking racism.
Ο χαζός, να πάθετε σοκ. Κάνε zoom ρε μαλάκα.
I question only how find his face.
What is this English? Κλαίω ρε μαλάκα. Μην του μιλάς αγγλικά μωρό ηλίθις, αφού είναι Έλληνας μωρέ. Τι? I'm not Greek guy. Η μάνα σου γαμιέται.
No, your mom is gonna fuck by me, bitch.
Bitch. Μαλάκα είναι το χειρότερο μ' ακούς. Πες μου ότι ακούγεται στο stream αυτό το πράγμα. Ακούγεται. Ακούγεται.
My voice. Hold a minute.
Μανώλη, άκουσες τίποτα?
My voice. Sounded you're streaming. No. Only that.
My voice.
Τα
βλάκα μίλαγα, μη με ελληνικά ρε Πακιστάν, το έχεις με μιλά ελληνικά ρε καθυστερημένα, δεν χρειάζεται να μιλάς αγγλικά.
I'm not good guy.
Δεν μπορείτε να μιλήσετε.
I'm Australian guy, you are.
I'm pretty sure some of you guys are probably checking your ears to see if they're bleeding. If they're not bleeding, I'm pretty much surprised, but if they are indeed bleeding, I'm not surprised at all. Because this was pure cancer for anyone's ears. I'm sorry, but you had to listen to this just to get an idea of what a clown this absolute degenerate fanboy, this pathetic replica of mine, really is. You would think that when you go out there to quote-unquote troll people, pretend to be a foreigner, the last country you would use is a country where English is their native language. Like, it would make more sense for you to say that you're from some part of Europe, like from Belgium or Germany or France or Italy. But no, you're too dumb to understand. Like, you're too dumb to think about that. And you said you're half Greek, half Australian. And then when you speak English, everybody can tell that you are nowhere near to a country that has English as their native speaking language. But hey, common sense is not for everyone. And it's definitely something that you never had and never will. Because you're nearly approaching your 30s. I don't know how old this guy is, but when he was talking to us, he was already in his mid-20s. So now he's probably approaching, if not already, is in his 30s. So yeah, common sense will not find you at all. If you're in your motherfucking 30s or close to your 30s and you're this dumb, I don't think anything can save you, my guy. And you're probably wondering, holy fuck, man, how bad can it get? I mean, you said you have even worse things about this guy. How bad can it get? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because what you're about to see is also going to give you cancer to your eyes and will make them bleed. Your ears were bleeding? Well, prepare for your eyes to bleed as well, because what you're about to see, it's some of the most hilarious and next level clown shit I've ever seen any human being type, or I guess you can say live on the internet. Well, let me show you. Alright, so we got 2 screenshots right here. The one to the left is more of an evidence, but what matters is the screenshot to the right. But before we get into the translation, let me give you a quick context to what's going on here. So there's this female GT Online YouTuber. Her name is Powerpuff Girl. She's not all that active, but she used to be active back in the day, 2020, 2021, and so on, right? And she would stream from time to time. And I would hop into her streams and watch her because she's actually entertaining and she's funny, especially her editing, top notch. But anyway, I went to her stream as per usual, and then I see this weirdo ass looking clown that looks pretty familiar, and you know, his name rings a couple of bells to me. And I see this fucking pathetic clown embarrass and humiliate himself in front of everybody. And I don't even know how to fucking say it, man. I mean, I'm losing my mind even reading that shit. So let me just get into the translation already. Oh boy, prepare for cringe. Alright, so the comment translates to, Powerpuff Girl, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen my entire life. I wanna fuck you in doggy style. How are you gonna talk shit about anybody when this is the shit that you fucking type on other people's streams in Greek because you thought nobody else will fucking notice? You cringy, pathetic bastard. Oh my god, bruh. And the screenshot to the left is, again, more of a proof. And if you think this guy is not the Greek Brandon guy, look at his name to the left and then look at his name to the right. Seems pretty familiar, right? Yeah, because it's the exact same person. This guy's so stupid, he actually fucking has the same name. And he gets caught in 4K banging a whole fucking simp and a motherfucking virgin. Like, tell me you've never seen female in your life without telling me so. Like, what kind of a mature individual types that shit in the first place? Exactly. No one. You absolute immature, hypocritical dumb fuck. Oh, and I got more screenshots. Don't you freaking worry. Let's move on to the other screenshot. This screenshot right here. Another cringe comment. So, the fucking screenshot translates to, all you motherfuckers in the chat listening to these sexy voices, you're never getting pussy from here. And you, Miss YouTuber, learn my language cause you and your accent is too much for me. Yeah, you hear that? Everybody in the fucking chat that was just sitting there watching Powerpuff Girl and enjoying her fucking stream. Yeah, you are not getting pussy by listening to listen to the sexy voices. I guess he did. I guess he's the exception to the rule. I guess he's somehow telepathically got pussy by listening to these voices. Yeah, I don't know how that makes any sense in the first place, but well, like I said, common sense doesn't exist for this guy. And then, Miss YouTuber learned my language. You and your English accent is too much for me. So much for being a goddamn Australian, huh, motherfucker? You absolute dumb fuck bastard. Yeah, how dare you speak English? Why don't you speak my language so I can be cringe and you can understand me? Yeah, this guy right here who calls other people losers. Yeah, this right here is what you do. And you thought that nobody's gonna notice. Oh, too bad I was on that stream at the right time, at the right place. Don't look good for you, son. Now there's another screenshot. And in this screenshot right here, this guy is literally begging Powerpuff Girl to just come and destroy me because I'm talking shit. I'm a toxic YouTuber. Like, imagine how butthurt this guy was that he was going to other people's streams and was begging for me to fucking get jumped by them. Like, oh my god, how butthurt are you, bruh? But then at the same time, you claim that, oh, I'm the fucking loser. I'm the butthurt one. I'm the fanboy. I'm the one being obsessed with you. Right, you dumbass clown. Did you work hard to be a fucking retard? Were you born this way? Or both? I guess both. And now, look at this screenshot right here. Alright, so for context, this is on Powerpuff Girl's Instagram account. She posted a picture of herself and she looked pretty beautiful. And I, open the comments. And I see all these English comments calling her beautiful. And then there's this Greek weirdo right there calling her beautiful girl, which, you know, there's nothing wrong by calling a beautiful girl a beautiful girl, but when you realize that this is the same weirdo typing all that nonsense that I just showed you on her stream not that long ago, you go, oh my god, this guy is so desperate to get this girl's attention that he just keeps following her around and keeps commenting, hoping that she might actually notice him. What a complete loser. And look, I'll tell you one thing. This guy is butthurt as fuck. You wanna post my Instagram and poke fun of my looks, and it's fine, you know, I don't give a fuck. You can go and fucking mock me all you want. But what he doesn't say, actually, let me put it like this. Let me give you the full story. This guy was always butthurt that we found his Instagram and we posted pictures of himself and we mock him. You know, we poked fun of him. But what he doesn't tell you is that his friends did that shit first, and they were the ones poking fun of me and my friends back then, and they were talking about family members and making fun of my looks. But when we found their Instagrams and made fun of their looks, all of a sudden we were the bad guys. We were the ones who crossed the line, and we took, you know, their pictures without fucking authorization, as this fucking clown said. Well, motherfucker, you reap what you fucking sow, and not like you, fucking pussy. I am not a sensitive fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think about my looks. I'm fucking glad and proud of the way I look. That's how God made me, and I am thankful for it. And since you wanna post my Instagram on those two shitty shorts of yours and talk about how I am a freak and that I cannot go out anywhere with that ugly ass face of mine, why don't we show your picture and let everybody know what you really look like, and let's see who's actually the ugly one.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Yep, that's the same guy who claims I'm a weirdo, I'm toxic, I'm immature, I'm a loser, and all this and that. But as you guys can see, it's the exact opposite. The projection is pretty fucking crazy on this individual, I'm not gonna lie. This is the same guy who spent hundreds of euros changing his name over a freaking old ass video game just so he can join on my lobbies and go quote unquote unnoticed and get his kills back. This is the same guy who goes around, stalks people, specifically girls, and wants their attention. And this is also the same guy who is still butthurt at the fact that I destroyed him, made plenty of videos about him, embarrassed him every time he fought me, and then I made exposed videos about the stuff that I showed in this video, but it was all in Greek, so nobody really knew what this guy was on an international level. But I warned ya, you fucking bother with me, I'll bother with you. You fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. Well, you couldn't hold your goddamn fucking butthurt feelings to the side. You couldn't hold them. You couldn't put them to the side and just move on with your life because you're that obsessed over a fucking video game and at the fact that I destroyed you on a fucking old ass video game and made videos about you because, well, not only you gave me every right to do so, but it's no one's fault that you behave like a moron and you give people free ammunition to use it against you. I mean, how are you gonna go out there and, you know, claim to have the moral high ground, but you are the most degenerate weirdo I've ever seen? Like, nobody does the shit you do. Nobody goes and says the shit you say. Nobody even cares about this game at this point. Even the biggest weirdos in the Greek GTA community, I'm pretty sure even they moved on with their lives. But you? No, you're still there. You still care about the game. You still talk about GTA. You still stalk people. And you still cannot hold your lust every time you see a female. And speaking of female, well, before I get to that, and the last thing is, this is not bullying. This is me just criticizing your absolute immature behavior and responding to your absolute shitty ass video that you made about me and mock my fucking looks, which again is fine. Go ahead and mock them all you want. But hey, when we do it to you, you cry and you say shit like, oh, he took pictures without authorization. You post them on Instagram, your account is wide open, and anybody can take those pictures and do whatever he wants with them. You're posting it on a public account, and you're and you're butthurt that somebody decided to take your picture on a public account. Yeah, tell me you're dumb without telling me you're dumb. Well, anyway, that's all I have to say about this video. Now, speaking of females, I also have a nice conversation that I had with a girl that had interactions with this individual. I'm not gonna put it into the video primarily because I am too lazy. This video is already long as fuck, but I'm just gonna summarize it real quick. What happened with Powerpuff Girl happened to this girl, but this girl was Greek. And let's just say that this girl also allowed this guy to join her parties. And when he did join her parties, this girl will be playing with some other foreigners. And this loser right here would mute everybody besides her and talk to her in a party with like 5 people. He would mute the 4 and would leave just the girl. Yeah. Talk about being a complete fucking simp. And not only that, this guy would just stalk her all day long, demand to get her social medias. The girl gives her Snapchat to him, and the guy takes a screenshot of her picture. And apparently the girl claims that when you take a screenshot on Snapchat, you receive a notification that somebody took a screenshot of your photo. And she confronted him and asked why he did that. And well, you can already tell why he did that. He was too busy using both of his hands during that day. But anyway, this guy was getting all upset and mad, and he was stalking her, and he was stalking her to the point where she actually had to unfriend him and block him, and he would still show up and chase after her, and he would force her to go offline, like she would appear offline, just so she won't have to deal with him. That's how much this guy's obsessed over females. Yeah, but talk about being immature. Like, imagine not being able to handle a fucking rejection. And imagine being so immature you can't even hold your own lust. Your own goddamn filthy, degenerate, disgusting lust in check. You can't control yourself. You lose control as soon as you hear a female's voice, let alone see one. But anyway, like I said, I'm too lazy to add the conversation. Obviously it's in Greek, so I have to translate, and I don't have time for that. My job here is done. Rest in piss. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you like. This game is old as fuck. GT6 is right around the corner, but your goddamn loser ass still hasn't moved on. You're still butthurt that I destroyed you all these years ago, made videos about you, and now you're trying to get revenge on me by posting cheap kills, which everybody knows that I don't give a fuck about. Everybody can get cheap kills, but nobody can beat me in a 1v1. And those who did were very few. The ones who actually beat me in a 1v1, I congratulated them and gave them props. But you will never be able to do that because you're a wannabe tryhard, you're trash at the game, and you will always stay like that. You will never change. Again, like I said previously, you're probably near your 30s, if not already in your 30s, and you behave like a dumbass, like a complete immature dumb fuck. You haven't changed one bit, and at this point, nothing can save you, my friend. Rest in piss, shitty ass fanboy. Rest in piss, butthurt fanboy. You will not be missed, and I hope I will never have to bother with you again. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching this video, and take care.